It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Hornets secure the opening tip as they get the basketball first. We're underway in Charlotte. Has a chance? He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Hornets have the basketball. The drive, right to the basket. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Hornets at the controls of this one to Nick Batum. Sizing up the defense. Batum to Rozier. Screen coming. Shot clock winding down. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Richardson to Simmons. Free throws coming up.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First try at the line, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. Rozier with it. They trail by 2. Had a chance, but it's no good. Embiid to Horford. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Nick Batum at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Missed the foul shot. To Simmons. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Simmons to Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Charlotte with the basketball. Probing the defense. shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Too much contact. And free throws coming. Tobias Harris has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Leads 1. Batum to Rozier. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Sixers have the basketball. To Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Rozier into the front court. Lead is 2. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Marvin Williams with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hornets right now in possession. Joel Embiid swats it. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Beasley. Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Burke with it. 10-6, our score. That's rebounded by the Hornets. And throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. And draws the foul.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Miles Bridges. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Miles Bridges. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Beasley. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here we go. I got him.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
He was hacked. They let it go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Hornets have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Rozier with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Finish that. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Fires the three. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Horford to Tobias Harris. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Sixers control it. And the basket good at the rim.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Not that time. Smith into the front court. Now down 6. Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. Another shot won't go either. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Rozier rocking the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Harris. A pass stolen by the Hornets.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
It's a big finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Philadelphia with the basketball.
Timeout for the 76ers.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And a throwdown.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Joel Embiid. He's 3 for 7.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Batum. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Batum cashes in. Well defended. He still finds a way.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Won't go down. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys trail by 13. A lot of contact, no whistle. On the follow, way to stay with it.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Nick Batum. A fundamental shot right there.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Sixers have the basketball. Not that. And a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
and scores. Strong take.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. For three.
To number 1, Malik Monk. That's it.
Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Oops, he missed the first one. And he hits the second.
Substitutions. Charlotte.
Rozier into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Screen coming. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. He throws it down. First half in the books. The Hornets way out in front.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Charlotte Hornets will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Charlotte Hornets, the 76ers were unable to find an offensive floor in the opening half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Field goals.
the Philadelphia 76ers weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Cody Zeller is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Simmons into the front court. His guys down 11. Easy path to the rim.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. To Batum. The Hornets with 4 to shoot from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Simmons. Oh, he had it. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Beyond the arc for 3. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Simmons with it. His guys down by 9. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Malik Monk has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Simmons to Tobias Harris. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Rozier. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And Ed, these are the kind of games that haunt you when you're on your team bus and you're scrolling through social media and you see all the memes being made about you, all the clips being done about all your missed shots. That can only get you motivated to get back in the gym and get ready for the next one.
Nice pass to get things going.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Simmons. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. And finishes strong.
Oh, right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. To Nick Batum. In the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Cody Zeller pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Charlotte basketball. Nikola Batum. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Miles Bridges. Beasley. To Miles Bridges. Rebound comes down to Simmons. To Embiid. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Hornets have the basketball. To Beasley. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Richardson to Tobias Harris. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Beasley.
Right.
Defense making the ball handler work. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Horford. Driving right to the basket. Rises for the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Off the mark. Well contested. And count the basket inside. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Hornets out in front. Hornets with the first possession here in the 4th quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the 3rd.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
To Beasley. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Rozier. It's Embiid with the rebound. Trey Burke. That no good, off the mark. Rozier into the front court. Leads 5. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Hornets have the rebound. To Batum. Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid with the block. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. You've got to get that one to go. Burke with it. The deficit now up to 5. And he'll go to the foul line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Glenn Robinson at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Practice.
Two for 2 on that trip. Here comes the screen. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Josh Richardson. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Miles Bridges. Here comes the screen. To Miles Bridges. Throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The jumper's off the mark. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this, and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the 4th. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
And finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Al Horford has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Hornets at the controls of this one. To Miles Bridges. Josh Richardson snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Embiid to Richardson. The drive right to the basket. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Good look that time, but off the mark. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. The free throw's good. It's a three-point play, and the lead sliced to 2. Charlotte with the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Driving right to the basket. Cody Zeller sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Rozier with it. Leads a bucket. Gets it in the right corner. Batum. No good. To Tobias Harris. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. It's the Hornets with the victory as they win a close one by 2. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hornets emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The 76ers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. No one can say they lost because of lack of effort. The way they attacked the offensive boards deserves some credit for sure. With What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Cody Zeller was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games. For the Charlotte Hornets. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.